Okay, so most of the royalists survived. That's nice. Let's go. Hey, Master.
The defense of Isis requires my full attention. Later.
Okay. Hi.
Your time is at an end, Talia. Your people have abandoned you, and now your life is forfeit.
You would destroy everything just for your ambition, Vaklu. The Republic, ISIS, everything.
That is a gross simplification, Talia. Change is a painful process. A price must be paid. But Onderon will have a new destiny. One larger than you could imagine.
You're getting careless, Vaklu. One more mistake, and you're the one who will pay the price.
Damn you! Your skill with the blade won't save you from my men. Goodbye, Talia. Fire!
Did I miss anything? So you must be General Vaklu.
What? The Jedi lives? But how?
You've underestimated what a Jedi is capable of.
Kill her and the Queen Men, quickly. They must not be allowed to live.
That was easy enough. Let me just level them up so I don't have to do it later.
You've won this battle, Talia.
Royal
But your reign
protocol.
won't be an easy one. The Republic is a sinking ship, and you're too attached to it.
He's too dangerous to leave alive. As distasteful as it is, it might be best to silence him forever. Until he's dead, all of Onderon is in peril.
I should end him, but I'm gonna go with the light side. No, I'm not gonna say everybody deserves a chance to redeem themselves, because that simply is not true. Although I respect your counsel, Claire, the decision is the Queen's, not mine.
So what will it be, Your Majesty? Send me to your best detention cell. I will be free within the week, and vengeance will be mine.
Are you so sure of my decision, Vaklu? I appreciate the Jedi's counsel, but as monarch, I decree you are guilty of treason. The punishment is death, to be carried out immediately. Captain Cadron?
Talia, you can't. You're too weak. What about my trial?
He's right, Your Majesty. What sort of moral authority will you have if you do this?
But he will rise again. He has too many supporters. I do appreciate your counsel, but he must be killed.
If you kill him, you'll make him a martyr. Use the time you have to strengthen your hold of your city. Try to undo his lies and propaganda, but killing him is just wrong.
But the price if you are wrong. I thought I could order this, but I can't. It would be breaking our laws. You will stand trial, Vaklu. Take him away. What is done is done. I don't think the service you have given us can ever be repaid. I must go with Captain Cadron. The fighting must be stopped. I will be back shortly to try and repay you. The crisis is over thanks to you and Master Kavar. I believe he'd like to speak to you, if you'll excuse me.
Ah, the wound is not a mortal one, though it has been some time since I exercised my healing powers. There is a shred of life within you still. A gift from your master, no doubt. Awaken, Colonel Tobin. Your part in this is not over. Colonel Tobin, I am with Vaklu. The war has gone against him. He sent me to rescue you, to tell you you must make haste off-planet. The Jedi have struck. They had a secret academy buried on Telos, and they are showing themselves at last. We are all in danger.
What? But the Jedi are gone. They have all but vanished.
So we all thought, but they have hidden themselves on Telos.
Out of my way, old woman. This war can still be won, and Onderon can be freed.
Indeed. This war is far from over.
Influence gained Kreia.
The
Come
Queen has
on.
requested you stay here until she gets back. I imagine you'll get some sort of reward. Talk with Master Kavar. She shouldn't take too long.
Dude, I just wanted to loot the corpses. Can I loot the corpses now, please?
The Queen is
Nope.
Fine.
Fine. Kavar?
The Force works in mysterious ways, it seems. There are times I'm not convinced it doesn't have a sense of humor. We spend all this time looking for you, and you came to us. I thought you might return to Onderon. Looks like just in time.
You're looking for me.
I told the other masters that our only chance to figure out what was happening to us was to find you, and try to understand what happened to you. I don't know how much you know about this threat that's striking at the Jedi. It's attacking us through the Force. Varuk didn't believe me, but he was willing to travel to Dantooine, if only to help the settlers there, and perhaps protect what was left of the Jedi Enclave. Whatever the reason, having us all drop out of sight, I thought might make the enemy more bold. But then you happened. You came back, and you became a new target for whoever was attacking us.
Why did you choose these places to hide?
They were places touched by war, and we thought there was a chance you would return to these worlds, if only to try and make peace with what happened there during the war. But now the Sith have revealed themselves. That means the remaining Jedi will gather on Dantooine. From there, we can counterattack.
Why not Telos?
Telos? But Telos was destroyed during the Jedi Civil War. I heard they're trying to rebuild.
Atris isn't in Telos.
Atris? I thought Atris had gone to Qatar. Too many Jedi have scattered. The Council needs to gather. We cannot remain concealed any longer.
What happened on Qatar?
We knew that someone was preying on us, hunting us. Finally, the Jedi decided to take action, and called a secret conclave on Qatar to decide what must be done. Before the meeting could even begin, all the Jedi on the planet were killed, along with the Miralukas and all other life on the planet. Their deaths could be felt throughout the galaxy. So the Council decided that we must not present ourselves as a target again. The consequences to others were just too great. That we should use our resources to find who was responsible and deal with them. I think you're the only one who's made progress.
I have questions.
The difficulties you surmounted to get here. You must have many questions. You deserve answers.
This guy's a cool guy. The Sith have revealed themselves.
I know that all too well. I came here to find them, to trace them to their source. The war on Duxon and Onderon. I had thought that perhaps the tragedies that occurred here were concealing them.
Did you succeed?
You've had more success than I. General Vaklu's men and their allies effectively kept me pinned inside the palace. I felt all along that Vaklu had contacted the Sith, but the identity and purpose of the Sith, I can't say.
Why did the Sith come here?
They wanted to aid General Vaklu in breaking away from the Republic. If Onderon became independent, this place would be an excellent staging ground for them. But I fear it was more than that. That the consequences of Onderon's fall would have greater implications for the galaxy.
Did you have any success in tracing the Sith?
You've had more success
never
than
mind.
I.
I thought the Sith were defeated at the end of the Jedi Civil War.
The Jedi Order has been fighting the dark side since the beginning. Our rules and the Jedi Code provide protection from what's inside each of us. The dark side is always there, and it is something that can never truly be defeated. I feel our current troubles, though, are beyond what we faced before. This threat that is targeting us, drawing us out, it's not a battle we're used to, and it has ended many of us.
Do you know anything about this threat?
Not enough. I feel it is something that was born from the wars that have struck the Republic. The threat is Sith, but the manner and timing of their attacks is difficult to defend against. We don't know all that the Sith planned during the Jedi Civil War. What secret training grounds may still remain. What worlds he discovered. We just don't know. Even after we deal with this current threat, I fear we may be dealing with the legacy of the Jedi Civil War for years to come.
Wanted to talk about
Whatever.
something else? Where are all the Jedi?
Scattered, searching for you. Going to places where they thought they might cross your path. You were our last hope.
They were looking for me. I didn't get that impression from Rook.
I think we all know that Varuk isn't easily swayed from his convictions, and his views on anyone who went to the Mandalorian Wars are low.
They were looking for me.
Yes, at least that's what I asked them to do. I believe you are the key to this whole war.
Why?
When you stood before us in the council chamber on Coruscant, we felt something from you we'd never felt before. It was as if the Force had died within you, leaving you hollow. We had suspicions as to why this was, but nothing definite. But rather than try to understand, we sent you away. I think because at some level there was fear. We live our whole lives in touch with the Force, in touch with life all around us, and you had a gift in that regard. You formed bonds so easily, and they flowed deep between you and others. To see such emptiness in the Force standing before you, it's not an easy thing to face. Whatever is attacking us, it is leaving something in its wake, something we haven't felt since you stood before us in judgment. The deaths of the Jedi, the destruction of Qatar, all of these things are leaving behind echoes, like the one we felt from you in the council chamber. It was clear to us, to me, that we had to find you, but we couldn't call you back from exile, because we didn't know where you'd gone. Plus, there was a chance we might put you in danger, and that we couldn't allow. If you couldn't feel the Force, then it would just make you a target. I don't know how you got back, but I'm glad you're here.
Tell me more about the echoes.
The thing is, in traveling to these places where war was fought, we felt the same thing. Echoes. Something happened in all these places, but it's hard to figure out what. It's hard to sense things through the Force in such places. Too much pain occurred here. It makes listening to the Force difficult. We resolved to meet again on Dantooine, but only when the threat revealed itself. Unfortunately, I happened to be here when it struck. Now that we've stabilized Onderon, I can join the others on Dantooine.
You want to talk about
Whatever
something else? I know what happened on Qatar,
We knew
right?
that someone was...
Right, yes, I do. I need to know why you cast me out of the Order.
There was nothing else we could do. You defied the Council. You followed Revan to war. I know why you did it, but in so doing, much more harm was done. But you must understand, the exile was never the punishment you thought it to be. We could not have made you do such a thing in any event. I think you knew, inside, what you needed to do in order to heal.
Perhaps so. It gave me time to reflect.
All those lives during the Mandalorian Wars, and all those you served beside. Too much death leaves echoes in the Force. It is the price for having such connections. I suspect that is why you chose to accept the Council's judgment, to wander beyond the Rim, and why you traveled with no one, and did not stay in any place too long. I have thought of you since your trial, and there are times when I wonder if being connected to the Force is always the gift it is believed to be.
Talk about
Whatever-
something else. Why did you cut me off from the Force?
Cut you off from the Force? Why do you think the Council was responsible for that? No, I'm afraid the cause of your condition was as great a mystery to the Council as it is to you.
Want to talk
Whatever-
about something else? I have reestablished my connection to the Force.
You always had deep connections to the Force. I'm glad to see that it is once again your ally. When I first sparred with you during your training as a Padawan, I could tell that you were different. And it wasn't just your strong connection to the Force.
Want to talk about
Whatever-
something else? I saw a holo recording with of the Jedi Council meeting where you cast me out.
So, you heard what we said. These questions I cannot answer. This is something the Council must answer, not I. You must understand, this is hard for me, especially after all you've done, but it is necessary.
Why is this hard for you?
Did you know that when I was training you, I considered making you my Padawan? I didn't. The demands of the Jedi Council were too great, but I considered you a friend. I even tried to convince you to become a Jedi Guardian. We could have used someone like you. So the decision that had to be made was not easy, but I cannot say anything more.
Talk about something
What?
else. I've developed a Force bond with another. If either one of us feels pain, so does the other. If either one of us dies,
That sounds like the bond that often forms between master and apprentice. But to that degree? You always did form connections to others, strong ones, even when you were a student. But what you are describing is beyond me. I'm sure others in the Jedi Council would be able to assist you, if you could find them.
you've answered all my questions.
There is something I would like to teach you. It is a technique which, I believe, will aid you in the trials ahead. There are times when you want to overwhelm a particular opponent quickly. For these situations, use the Juyo form. Do not get carried away using this form, particularly against Dark Jedi. The ferocity required to use this form leaves one vulnerable to enemy force powers. Excellent. I'm impressed with how quickly you've mastered this form. I always knew you were gifted. I'm going to Dantooine. The Jedi Council vowed to assemble again when the Sith revealed themselves. Now that they've attacked Onderon, we can act. Our paths will cross again. May the Force be with you.
I'm sorry to keep you here. I needed to thank you personally for all of your help. Onderon owes both you and Master Kavar a debt that can never truly be repaid. Battles still wage in our streets, but by morning the conflict should be over. I recognize you must leave soon, but please, take this. I had also planned on giving you some relics from Onderon's past, but Vaklu's troops looted our museum. I hope the credits and my sincere thanks are enough. Captain Bostuka has made arrangements for a shuttle to take you to your ship. I fear it will be quite some time before you can come back. The war was brief but destructive. I will focus all of my energy on rebuilding Isis. Thank you again. I must go.
Is that Colonel Tobin in the background?
If you will follow me, I will take you to your shuttle.
So I couldn't loot them, eh? No, I can loot them! I can loot them! I can loot them! Yes! Fuck! I can't loot them.
Hey, the gang's back together. I must hear all about your vacation in Onderon.
I single-handedly ended
You think you're hot stuff, don't you?
We should return to the Ebon Hawk now and plot our next course of action.
One more feat. What the hell does he want? Or rather, what the hell does he need? Let's go with Advanced Jedi Defense. He has one more power. It recommends Force Scream. I do not recommend that. I would recommend him to use like Battle Meditation or something like that. Or Stasis, that would work. I kinda wanna see if Mandalore is any lighter now. Mandalore and HK. Nah, HK is actually lighter, and Mandalore is not as light. Wow, this is weird. Let me just go to the Mandalorian camp. There was some stuff I needed to loot.
Ready to head back to camp.
Let's go to your camp.
Kumas owes you a debt of honor, traveler.
Hi.
Queen Talia has hidden depths as a leader. There is more to warfare than mastery of battle tactics. Equally important is the ability to motivate the troops that carry your banner. Vaklu was formidable, but through all of the Queen's hardships, she kept her army together. Tactics can be learned, but some elements of leadership are innate. This bodes well for her future. Mandalore.
The scouts have reported no new activity since you were last... Well...
I'll be going. Does Kex have anything interesting to buy? Actually, let me see something. Juyo is what? It's against a single opponent, but not against force powers. Okay. I have so many forms now, though. Hi.
Mandalore, Cordova, at ease.
Let's see what you have. Any crystallis? No crystallis. Oh look, I sold him some deadly fragments, it would seem. Because there's no way he has 33 by on his own.
The Mandalorians will rise again.
Hey Kelly. Calborn.
Does your journey go well? Last communication I heard indicate...
Where's the workbench? Because I really would like to upgrade my lightsaber one more time. Hi, Davro.
I can't believe that Queen Talia defeated Vaklu.
Hey, Braylor.
I hear that your help was instrumental to Queen Talia's victory in the Civil War.
You could say that. I went here because of this, because of the metal boxes behind the basilisk. Gamorrean Cleaver? Why the hell would I ever use that piece of garbage? Anything else? Yes, one more.